Is selling during the holiday season jumping the gun? Should you be even look to buy? Yo, I'm Adrienne, longtime Florida realtor, and I'm here to help you get your Florida life. Today we are talking about selling in the holiday season. Our busy season really starts in January around here in Southwest Florida. Often people think it starts a little bit earlier because we do start to see the snowbirds coming back this time of year. I can say that I think a lot of them are already here. However, it's not unusual that they wait until January or February or till they get to the holidays to start buying. That being said, is it worthwhile to put your home on the market? What do you need to know? And if you're a buyer, what should you know about buying in this slower time? I'm going to start with sellers because sellers have more of a challenge, particularly this year. A lot of people ask me, should we bother to put our home on the market this time of year? If you want it to sell in November or December, your best option is to put it on the market. If you are eager, if you are motivated, now is the time. If you wait until January, it's unlikely to sell until January. There are private listings out there. This has become a hot topic in the real estate world recently. Pocket listings, listing agents keep in their pocket. Maybe they just offer them to their brokerage. Or sometimes people say to me, hey, if you know anyone, we'd be willing to sell. I always have houses in mind for that. However, if you want the best price, particularly in this market, and the most action on your house, the best idea is to get it on the market. We are in too much of a buyer's market, even though we're balancing out a little bit, for you to get the best price. A lot of private listings, pocket listings are great at this time for celebrities. If you have a big McMansion that you don't want anyone in, you need to know though, it could sit out there for a long time because most buyers these days go on the internet first. They go on the big websites first, and a lot of times they get their heart set on a certain property. In the pandemic, when the market was very different, I sold a lot of private listings, a lot of pocket listings. There was a whole different structure then. The attitudes were very different then. You need to know that now buyers know they have power. They know there's a lot of options. And once they get their heart set, it's hard to switch them to another property. And in a lot of cases, a lot of realtors don't want to switch them to another property. Now, if you have a private listing, if you're one of my private listings, of course, I want to sell it. But once people are set on the house they want, they're set on the house they want. If it becomes more of a thing, I will do a video on this. Personally, I think at this juncture in our market, the private listings are just helping the agent, because if I'm the listing agent and you're a private listing, then I hopefully am getting buyers. I'm getting the buyer side and the seller side and the listing side. Again, when the market is different, this is all a little different, but right now we are a buyer's market. Buyers know they have a lot of options. You hiding your house from them, being a secret house, is probably not the best option. Now, that being said, it is slower this time of year, so if you want to wait until January, I understand, because the next one is hard for a lot of people. When you put your house on the market during the holiday season, you want to go low to no decorations. Personally, I prefer no decorations. No decorations in the pictures, no decorations in the showings. Most buyers aren't thinking, even if they are thinking about the holidays, when they buy, they're thinking about their whole life. Also, holiday decorations, and this is not a comment on the different holidays. This is a comment on, do you like the red and green Christmas tree? Do you like white Christmas trees? Everybody has so many opinions on that. It really distracts. I often tell my sellers, you don't want to distract the buyer from your selling points. And your Christmas decorations, your holiday decorations, your fall decorations are never the selling point of your house. If you have a great water view and they walk in and they're looking at your Christmas tree ornaments, that's a problem. We want them looking at the water. That is why a lot of sellers do not put their homes on the market this time of year, because they are going to be in and out. They're going to have parties. They're going to have a lot of things going on that make showings difficult and even more difficult to set up for. Number 3, you should expect fewer showings and longer decision making often. A lot of buyers this time of year think they have, if they're down here for several months, they think they have months. They think sometimes they come down this time of year and they know they're coming back in February. It is a tough time to get a buyer to act. Now, if you are a buyer, you have a lot of power this time of year. You have power in our market anyway. But this time of year, you don't have as much competition and you don't have as much serious competition because a lot of people feel like they have time. It's all winter for them, they have. Now, if you're a buyer, another little tip, which I'm sure I've brought up before and I'll bring up again, don't wait until March or April. It's almost a secret, but it's almost a joke within the real estate industry. Around April, we get all these phone calls like, oh my gosh, I forgot to buy a house. I've been down here for months playing pickleball, but we don't want to do winter next year. If you're down here, now might be the time. Get it done. Play pickleball all winter from your new house or leaving from your new house, or you get it set up this time of year. There's a lot of advantages. We'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about days on the market. This is one of the biggest fears for sellers this time of year. They are afraid it will sit on the market until January. It is likely. You have to be competitive. If you're not ready to price your house competitively, if you're not willing to stage your house, we don't get a lot of staging around here. We're full furniture gets moved in. So when I say staging, if you're not willing to take down those decorations, if you're not willing to take down those family pictures, that can be, or those very personal items, that can be tough this time of year. You want to stage it the best you can because you have a lot of competition, especially in our current market, but you can sell it in the holiday season. Do not mistake it. There are houses going under pending all the time. You just have to be competitive. If the house sits till January, yes, you will have higher days on market. That doesn't look great. However, I have found in January, most buyers, if I really say to them, hey, you see that home, it's been on, and the buyer says to me, that home's been on the market 30 days or 40 days. I'll say to them, yes, but let's think about those 30 or 40 days. They put it on the market 2 days after Thanksgiving. That's a tough 30 days. They must, one, be motivated to do that, and two, it sat through the holidays. It's much different than a home sitting through February. When it sits through February, our busy time, then buyers go, well, why has it been sitting through February? And finally, with days on the market, I will say to you, if we hit January and your home is still on the market and it is the best priced and it is the best staged because maybe you've lowered the price, maybe you're more and more eager in January, most buyers will say, okay, it's been on the market a while, but it is the best one out there and I'm ready to buy. It will still sell. Speaking of which, now we're going to get to some tips for buyers. Buyers, when you see those homes that have been on the market a while, that is our market right now. If it is the best house for you and it is the best priced, which is often the case because a lot of people have to lower their price these days to get buyers in. They start a little bit high, it's just the market we're in, and then they lower their price. Don't let that fool you. Buy the best house for you. If everybody else has passed it up and then it lowered its price, good for you. That's perfect. They're ready to buy and you have the right. They're ready to sell and you're ready to buy. It's a perfect match. Also, like I said, we have a very advantageous market for you right now. When January comes and all the other buyers come, you have more competition. Yes, we are still in a buyer's market, but that could change any time we get enough buyers down in January. It could change. We also do have more inventory come on in January, but in my experience, I have never seen a year where sellers in January were not ambitious with their prices. Usually in January, they're going, well, it's the start of season. Let's just try this number. Even if their agents are telling them, no, it's too high, they always want to try in January. So you can expect a little bump in a lot of the new listings pricing. Now, will those prices hold? We don't know. Maybe in February we'll see a lot of price decreases. But if you're thinking, well, in January, all these new houses are going to come up and they are going to be priced the same as the houses we've seen on the market for a while now, that's typically not the truth. Typically, they start a little bit higher. Whether they sell for that or not, that remains to be seen. If you're looking to sell this holiday season, I am happy to help you. Just book a call with me. We want to get that house on the market. If you're looking to buy, I'm happy to help you there. Book a call with me. If you're thinking of coming in January through April, now's a good time to book a call. We do get full of business, and it is now a good time to set yourself up with appointments, and I would love to talk to you. Thanks for watching. I will see you soon.